A lot of academic institutions teach R. When I did my graduate studies, that was also in R and SAS. So I would tell you that R is not relevant for most jobs that you're going to be applying for, right? Most of us as data scientists, you're going to end up working in some sort of corporate enterprise, right? That's who's mostly hiring data scientists. Yes, you could end up in some sort of government position, maybe an academic position or a research, like a think tank type of position. In those three, you are more likely to use R, but not necessarily a requirement. And I say that because R has its roots in the scientific and academic communities, right? That's kind of where R came out of, right? Where R fails is R fails as an enterprise language to be able to do, distributed deployments with complex interfaces, deployments with a lot of scale to them. Arguably, R is not the fastest language you could choose for algorithmic deployments, right? If you're in an environment where your prediction cycles need to be like super fast, right? Like milliseconds fast, R is maybe not so great for that, right? Especially on a complex algorithm. So that's why Python, it really is kind of the language you should be gravitating towards over the long run, right? So that's what I would tell you, where, do the R, maybe you'll use it in the future, more likely you won't, but also start mixing in some Python, start learning Python to help you with that, right? Because more likely than not, for most employment scenarios after school, after you're done with your studies, you're gonna need Python. And Python is great for those enterprise deployments, for the times when you need to have your own interface, where you need to do an API layer, all those things I cover in my book. But you're thinking ahead in a good way, where you want to go ahead and say, well, maybe I need to learn things beyond R.